Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going to look at something quite specific. It's a collection of anonymous search terms, all connected to a possible school shooting event in Dallas, Texas. Now, obviously, this is a sensitive topic. Our aim isn't to focus on the potential tragedy itself, but more to understand, well, what information people were looking for right away.
Exactly. And the source material is just that list of search queries. It's quite raw, isn't it?
It really is a sort of unfiltered window into immediate public concerns during a potential crisis.
And what jumps out almost immediately is the repetition. You see Dallas, school shooting, active shooter again and again.
Right.
It really highlights how intensely local the focus was, you know? People needed to confirm this specific, potentially unfolding danger, not general info.
It wasn't abstract. They wanted to know about Dallas right now.
Precisely.
And digging in a bit, specific school names appear.
Wilmer-Hutchins High School, sometimes with a hyphen. Wilmer-Hutchins High School. Uh-huh. That really pinpoints it, doesn't it? Suggests this was the specific location causing immediate concern. It wasn't just a school in Dallas.
No, it was this school people were zeroing in.
And there's another layer, too, the time element. Think about how often terms like today and update show up.
Yes. Good point. That speaks to the need for real-time information, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It wasn't about finding an old news report or some kind of analysis. It was what is happening right now. That sense of urgency is, well, it's palpable in the data.
So where were they trying to get these updates? I noticed WIFA appears in the searches.
Yeah, WFAA. That's a local Dallas news station.
So that suggests people were kind of instinctively turning towards established local news outlets.
I think so. It indicates a level of trust, perhaps, or at least an expectation that a known local source would have the most current, accurate details in a fast-moving situation.
It's interesting. Even with everything online, that traditional local news source still holds weight in a crisis.
It certainly seems that way from these searches. It's seen as an authority, maybe.
Another small thing, maybe, but the variations in typing Dallas, Texas. Sometimes Dallas, Texas, other times Dallas, TX.
Yeah, it's minor, but it's human, isn't it?
Exactly. It reminds you these are real people, probably stressed, just typing what comes naturally, not perfectly formatted queries.
No. And then there's that one name, Tracy Haynes, just pops up once.
Right. And what do we make of that? It's hard to say without more context.
It really is. It could be anyone, a student, staff, someone involved somehow. Maybe even misinformation starting to circulate. We just don't know.
Like a single personal thread potentially woven into the larger event. Could be significant, could be nothing.
A little mystery within the data.
What also seems significant, though, is what we don't see much of in these initial searches.
Like the bigger picture questions.
Yeah, exactly. Not many searches for, say, causes of school shootings or victim support resources right in this immediate cluster.
Which really underscores that first urgent need for just the basic facts, right? Is this real? Where is it happening? What's the status now?
The focus is incredibly narrow at first.
Yes, that absence of broader context is, I think, a key insight. The deeper dives, the why questions, the societal impact, that all tends to come later once the immediate threat level or perceived threat subsides.
Okay, so let's try to sort of wrap this up. What does this snapshot of search terms really tell us?
Well, I think it paints a clear picture of immediate, highly localized information seeking.
Focused on confirming if an event is happening.
Pinpointing the exact location, which seems to be Wilmer-Hutchins High School.
And getting the absolute latest updates, often from trusted local news like WFAA.
That's the core takeaway, I'd say. In those first moments, it's all about confirmation and real-time specifics for the location involved.
So maybe a final thought then, something for our listeners to consider. How might these very focused initial searches change over time?
That's a good question. As more information gets confirmed or denied.
What other questions might start bubbling up? Do people start searching for causes sooner? Or maybe for ways to help?
And how might official statements or wider media coverage then start to shape those subsequent searches, directing the narrative?
It's definitely a fascinating, if sobering, glimpse into how we seek information right at the start of uncertainty.